Hey, what's up, everybody? We hear the words rest in peace. We often think somebody's passed away. And while that's the case on most occasions, that's not the case tonight. The case tonight is you. You resting in peace. Not passing away, but getting the sleep and the rest that you need. A lot of us sleep, but a lot of us don't rest. Because we have so much going on in our minds, so much worry, anxiety that we hold on to, and that we don't properly release before we lay our head down to sleep. And so right now in this moment, I just want you to be grateful for today. Because your life is exactly where it needs to be. And while you might try to lean on your own understanding, and those words don't make any sense, but you have to trust that your life is exactly where it needs to be. So as we spend the next 5 or 10 minutes together, I just want you to focus on controlled breaths. And I know sometimes this seems silly to people. Why would I focus on my controlled breaths? Well, if you understood the importance of breath, you'll understand just how much power breath has. Breath has the ability to make us anxious. It has the ability to calm us. If you truly think about it, breath is life. Without it, we have no life. So in this moment right now, just be grateful for your heartbeat. You can't see me right now, but I have my hand over my heart. And I'm feeling my heartbeat. Because no matter what I endure today, I made it through another day. As I always say, if you can see the sunset, be grateful, because there's a lot of people in the world that didn't get the opportunity to, and you're blessed. And so I just ask during these next 10 minutes that you don't lean on your own understanding, but you trust. You trust that your life is exactly where it needs to be. And be grateful for that. Sometimes we're in seasons where it's tough. But every season has its purpose, just like the seasons of life. Winter's cold, but winter's purposeful. Summer's hot, but summer's purposeful. Spring, fall, it all has its purpose, and we all go through those same seasons in our life. Some of you on here right now might be in your winter. Some of you might be in your summer. But I just ask that you release the stress that you've been carrying today. You release the anxiety, you release the worry. Because trust me, I know it's hard to find sleep when you can't find peace. And in this moment, we're going to create our peace by letting go. It's hard to be well rested when we're holding on to pain, when we're holding on to the heaviness in our life, when we're holding on to distractions. And I just saw a quote before I got on here that when we hold on to distraction, it just distracts us. From what we should be focused on. What can you be grateful for tonight? Is it your kids? Is it your health? Is it just being on this live right now? As we search, we shall find. And if we program ourselves like so many of us have to find the wrong, to find the distraction, to find the pain, that's what we'll find. But if you're being truly honest, none of us knows our path to life. None of us knows the purpose of the path that we're currently on, or the purpose of the season that we're currently on, but we have to trust and not lean on our own understanding that it's best for our life. It's best for our purpose. And everybody loves to talk about purpose, but purpose isn't always beautiful. There's no purpose without the seasons of pain. There's no purpose without the seasons of confusion. A lot of us want wisdom, but we don't want the wounds. So if you let go from trying to dictate what every second of your life is about, and you hold on to the fact that your journey is tailor-made for you, that's when life becomes a little bit lighter and a lot more beautiful. I just want you to say thank you. Think about all the goodness in your life right now. Some of you have your mother. Some of us don't have our moms. Some of you have some of you have your father, your spouses, your kids, your dog, cat, a house over your head. The things that we often take for granted every single day because we're used to it. The blessings that are truly the greatest blessings of life that we take for granted because those things are for free. And so I just ask in this moment tonight, as we release our worry, as we release our stress, as we release our anxiety, that we give thanks to those things that are blessings in our life for free. The things that if you lost it, the things that if it ended, your heart would be broken. See, I believe life is easy, but I do believe the hard things in life are these external things that we tie our worth to, that we tie our well-being to, that we tie our significance to. And those things are kind of like puppets. Or should I say the puppet master, and we're the puppet. And so those things are going well, we feel well. But if those things are going what we call bad, we feel bad. And how unsure and certain is life when we're allowing things to control us that we can't control. So in this moment right now, I want you to think about something you can control. And what you can control right now is being grateful for so many things in your life. You know, some of us live with our head down because we're sad, or we're always working, or we're always grinding, or we're always on our cell phones watching somebody else's life, or we're always pleasing people, or we're always being entertained, but we don't take time to look up and see the beauty of life. The smile from those that you love that you got used to. Active gratitude will change your life. So right now in this moment, I want you to think about something that may be stressing you, worrying you, or you taking for granted. And I want you to go back to that time in your life when it wasn't stressing you, when it wasn't worrying you, when you wasn't taking it for granted. Maybe it was at the beginning. Maybe it was at the middle. Maybe it was yesterday. But I want you to live in that moment. I want you to feel ultimate gratitude in that moment and appreciation. Because you see, nothing lasts forever. And there will come a time in your life when you have to live without it or without them. There will come a time when the things that you take for granted will just be precious memories that are sitting in your mind. And some of us, we get depressed because we can't go back to those moments. But instead of going back to those moments, I just want you to be grateful for that moment. Maybe it's a person that you lost in your life, and we all know it isn't lost, it's ultimately gained. But for the sake of tonight's live, that person that you lost in your life, and you're wishing you can go back and say certain things and do certain things. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a dream, maybe it's a football career that you no longer have as an athlete, and you wish you can go back and change things, and that grief is setting in your soul, and that grief is finding its way to regret. And we know regret is the greatest poison to the soul. I just want you to stop right now, and I want you to be thankful for the time that you had with it. Because the time that you had with it or them wasn't promised. I had 36 years with my mom. And I can easily think about all the time that I'm not going to have with my mom, but I'm so blessed to have 36 years with my mother because I know some people haven't had a year with their mom. You see, when we realize that we're in control of our perspective, we're in control of our gratitude, we're in control of our appreciation, life starts to get a little bit lighter. Let go, my friend. Let go of that burden and give your burdens onto him. Let go of that worry. For scripture tells us that we cannot add a single hour to our life by worrying. And 90% of things that we worry about don't even happen. Let go. I pray that your heart is flooded with peace. I pray that your mind is flooded with calm tonight. I pray even in your lack of understanding that your life receives some understanding just to let you rest well. Because too many of us are sleeping, but we're not resting. I want you to say, I love you. You've been through a lot, but you survived a lot. Aren't you proud of yourself? You had every opportunity to give up, but you didn't because you're on here tonight. Aren't you proud of yourself? Yeah, I know you can maybe find some things that will make you not proud of yourself. I know you can find some mistakes, but who says those things are mistakes if those things help us become a better person tomorrow? Who said those things went wrong if it's leading us on the path that's right for our life? You see, we're too talented. We're too good at trying to finish our life story while we're still living the journey. Not a single soul can predict the future. Not a single soul. We can hope for the future. We can pray for the future. We can think about the future. We can predict the future. But even in that prediction, it's not 100% guaranteed. So we think that we predict the future. All you're in control of is right now. So why not right now give yourself that grace that God has given you? Why not give yourself that forgiveness that God has given you? Why not give yourself that love that God has given you? When's the last time you got 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep? I know it's been a while for me, but every night I pray, I say, thank you for today. And God, let me rest. Let me rest. And as I speak to your hearts and your soul tonight, I pray that's the experience that you have, where you wake up in the morning well rested. When you wake up in the morning with a different perspective on life. You know, one of the greatest things as we wrap up this session, one of the greatest things is a transformation in the mind, is renewing our mind. Because when we renew our mind, we renew our life. When we change the way we look at things, things change the way we look at it. Things change. And ultimately, do those things change? Absolutely not. What changed is how we see it. So I pray that you really take control of how you define your moments. Because how you define your moments will create energy. And energy will drive behavior. Behavior, of course, will create patterns. And patterns will create outcomes. As I was sitting here practicing my gratitude and feeling like a nature boy, because nature heals. One of the things that I've been doing is at night, I didn't do it tonight, I actually sat in the hot tub tonight and just looked at the stars and immersed myself in silence. And just let go. I usually take a walk with God. And sometimes it's prayer, sometimes just walking with God, because I know God knows the desires of my heart. And I always ask, if those desires don't lead me closer to you, no matter how beautiful those desires look for me, erase and burn those desires, God. Because I know not what I'm doing, but you know what's best for my life. And I get it. It's hard to trust at times when things aren't looking well. But if we continue to operate in faith and trust, soon, I pray soon, you will understand. I love you. I'm proud of you. All 1,600 of you that tuned in tonight. And maybe we should make this a nightly thing, but y'all know me, man. I'm so inconsistent with that because I only want to serve you guys when my heart is ready to serve. I don't want to serve you guys out of obligation. I want to serve you guys out of purpose. So I hope this calmed you down a bit. I hope this changed your perspective a bit. And I hope this brought some peace to your soul. You know, I've been asking this question a lot to myself lately. What matters? What really matters? Do I matter? And will I matter? Those are three questions that can really drive you to fulfillment. What matters? Do I matter? Will I matter? And to the answer to the last two questions, yes. And your mattering is not based upon the external validations. It's based upon how you were created. And what matters is a journey that you have to go on for yourself. And I just ask, whenever you get those answers, and those answers will change through the seasons of life, I just ask that what matters elevates three things in your life. It elevates peace. It creates the energy that you need. And it creates an unbreakable connection. A connection to God, a connection to your purpose, a connection to your convictions, a connection with what truly matters. If you got something from tonight, and I know most of you are already a part of this, my text community, I want you to send me a text, a red heart, and it's going to trigger a response back to you, and you will be a part of my text community. And also, feel free to get into my DMs and let me know what you took from tonight. Let me know if it spoke to your soul. Let me know if it was stupid. Let me know if it was calming. Let me know if you rested well when you wake up in the morning and say, man, so I know that this is serving you. I know it works for me. And I only can share what works for me. I'm not a person that speaks oftentimes from education, but from experience. Because though I'm educated, my experience is way more powerful because my experience lets me know that this has worked. That's the beautiful thing about life, right? The experiences are our greatest teachers. Even when they suck, even when they're beautiful. The experiences develop us into teachers for those that need our lessons of life. As always, it all starts with you. I pray that you protect your peace, you protect your life, you protect your heart, you protect your soul. I pray that you live free. Let go and rest well. Good night.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.